as ETAP software, Electrical Transient Analyzer Program. And he's Mr. CEO for the ETAP software, Tanush Kandelwal, from the year of 22 onwards. He's a native from India. And we will try to explain you about the product releases next. As we discussed at the starting of the beginning of this webinar, the product release of ETAP software. Coming to the in each year, hardly we can able to see two versions in a year, one in the quarterly and the next in the half yearly. So for example, if you can see in this picture, at presently we have ETAP 21, 20.6, 19.5 and several. So if in case the release which is comes with by the extension .6, .5, .2 or something .1 in a way, those are the partial releases called quarterly releases in the year. And whenever we can see the full version like 21, 20, 22, 24 in a way, those are the full release of ETAP software in the year of. So hardly we can able to see two versions here, one in quarterly and furtherly in half yearly. So many of them are still facing problems to identify the project file which is built in the which versions. So for that case, we have been trying to showing the database numbers. Previously, the ETAP software which is built with MS based, Microsoft based tool. Currently, the upgraded version of ETAP software all are migrated to the SQL, structured query languages. There is only one way which you can able to identify your project file based upon these database numbers, followed by the ETAP versions. So whenever we can build a project file followed by using any other ETAP software, so automatically ETAP will create a backup file, followed by your project file name, and at the end of the project file, the extension .oti is a company of always it will come with the extension .oti. And within the backup folder, we can able to see such type of database numbers followed by your ETAP versions. There's only one way to identify the ETAP project files is purely based upon this database numbers. So the initial version of ETAP software, which we can start, initial one is 2.0.8. Currently in the market, which we have 2.22, 24 is the latest release of ETAP software in the market at present. Furtherly, we will try to explain you if you are interested to buy a license of ETAP software, what's the process which we have. So coming to the next slide, here we can able to see these are the steps which we can go to identify a ETAP license, and as well as to buy a license, we have to follow these procedures: the solutions, the sectors, license types, and license options. So coming to the first one, ETAP solutions. Under the first one concept, before analyzing a network, we have to build our network creativity by using the online components in the ETAP software. For example, starting with the power grid to end of the load, we can able to use several components of the connectivity. So such type of connectivity, if you wish to build a one-line diagram in your ETAP software, we have to choose under the ETAP solution. So in the same way, the same ETAP license, furtherly we can able to use for the operate and automate for the PLCs and SCADAs also. The next one we have coming to the sectors, which we have starting with from the generation, transmission, distribution, industrial, transportation, the low voltage. So based upon our current work profile, the ETAP license, which also depends upon the modules. So for example, the generation part, how the power will be generated, how the ETAP software it will be suitable for the such type of generation plants, for the transmission side, and as well as from the distribution side as well, and as well as if any industrials also we can able to use the same ETAP software. For the transportation like metros and the low voltage for the panel designings and simulation analysis also we can. And coming to the license types, we have around 4 types of CAD network. The advantage of license, specifically ETAP can use in R&D department, research and development. Third one for the nuclear atomic energies, and the fourth one have educational license. Those we can able to see in your universities and colleges in the power system part specifically. Furtherly, the final one is ETAP license options which we have here. So the first one we have a standalone license, is for the single year only. Single user can able to open a single project file at a time. Next one we have a local area network. So if you are working in a number of group of people in your office, we can able to choose the LAN network, local area network, which is interconnected with your internal IT side. We have a regional WAN, regional wide area network. So if our company, our organization can have WAN, regional wide area network. In the same way, same ETAP license is also useful for the wide area network. If the same organization contains a global branches in the different countries, hardly we can go through the WAN also. So these are the such type of categories which we have, which is starting from the ETAP solutions to how to build your single line diagram and useful. and as well as furtherly the ETAP software which should be specifically allocated for which type of sector, and as well as license types, and as well as license options. So this is coming to the introduction part. So what can I do is I would like to take you into the ETAP application to how this ETAP software it will works, how to build a one line diagram, and what are the features and enhancements which you have currently can able to see it. So please note that as compared to other simulation tools, the same ETAP software is the most eco-friendly and convenient and flexible. Each and every features we are going to utilize in the inside the project file is an unlimited. There's no restrictions here. Let me take you into the ETAP now. So we are going to give you the webinar and as well as the project opening and as well as simulation analysis by using ETAP 21. So this is, we can call it a specifically launchpad. From this launchpad, we can able to access recently opened or recently closed project files. If it is still in the active in your PC, we can able to directly access by using this launchpad. Previously, we have been already build a one line diagram for one project file. So for I'm currently accessing by using this launchpad. So this is the authentication levels based upon the ETAP software, based upon your user registration in your PC. ETAP will capture your authentications. This we can call it as an access level. In the ETAP software, we have a user manager access facility is there. So we can able to assign the same project file into a number of people.
How I will get access to this? I mean, with this platform.
You want this?
This I want to open the same like you're opening.
Mm-hmm.
So can I get this online or something?
Actually, we have one version will be there, which is available in the ELP team. They'll offer you for the installation.
Okay. Okay.
So this is I'm currently discussing about after building a project file. Initially, we have to build one project file. For example, if you wish to know about how to create a network, that will also I'll try to show you once we are entering into the application. So before that, I would like to explain you about the key features and enhancements. What are the advantages which we have once we are trying to choose this ETAP software. The first one is authentication levels based upon your PC registration. So we can able to assign the same project file to the number of people. There's no restriction here. We can also assign the access also. So previously in the previous access level, we can see the user authentication, user entry into the ETAP project file. At present, how those users can enter into the access. So currently, if whoever is created a project file, those can get all the access level, which is starting from the administrator, directly accessed by project manager and editor for the editing, and as well as base editor called in according to the ETAP is a zero revision editor line diagram. And for the continuous revisions, we have a revision editor. Currently already the project file which is built with a single line diagram which is fitted with some data. So this is also verification levels currently which is fitted inside the application. And as well as we can also verify for the browser what are the conveyors, what are the connectivities which we have, what are the elements which is currently, but we can't able to edit under the browser. Coming to the librarian, we can able to create our own libraries, and we can able to do the copy and merge process, adding, deleting, merging, copy, and each and everything we can able to under the librarian access. Controller and operator which is related to the SCADA part. So whenever we have to enter into the project file, the access level we have to choose is the project manager and editor always. So currently I'm entering into the ETAP application. So this is the inner view of ETAP application once we're entering into the ETAP. So this part, we can call it as an OLB, one line view. We have to build a one line diagram in this space by using the components AC and DC. We have to pick the elements and we have to assign the connectivity. In the same way, we have to assign some data also inside the parameters. So furtherly, after building a one line diagram, fitted some data, we have to choose a power system module. This is called a power system module in ETAP application. We have to enter into this mode toolbar, and we have to create a number of study cases for that, and we are going to try to simulate one by one. We have to be able to check the cross verification, how each study case can simulate the results and the comparisons. First thing I would like to explain you about the features now. The first one is user. We have to enter into this we can call as a menu bar, go to the user manager. Here we can able to see a number of users. The same number of users can able to access in into the ETAP project file based on the various access levels. You can able to see the follow users here, different users, and as well as they have the access level into the project is different. For example, if you wish to the say if you wish to add another user here, yes, we can able to use we can able to add it. Let's go for the user. I'm gonna to add with one user ID here to enter into the ETAP application. Registration in your PC. ETAP will capture your authentications. So once you're entering in, fixing in one user into the project file, level, we can able in the ETAP to access and have a user manager access facility, enabling or disabling. So we can able, for example, I'm going to project file assign for a checking access level to this user. So once you can create this process, just close it, just save your project file, and try to reopen
How
the
I
same
will get
project file
access to this?
based
I
upon the
mean, this
username what we
platform.
have been created now. How this ETAP will understand about the access level,
This,
the
I
username
want
and
to
the
open
access
the
level, how
same,
it will give the
like you're
information.
opening.
Currently, I'm entering into the ETAP
So
project
can I
file
get
based on
this
the project manager and
online or
editor.
something?
I can able to take an element and even though this each is element available in the we can able to
Mhm.
modify, adding, deleting, whatever it is possible
Okay.
under the project manager and
Okay.
editor. But specifically, whenever we can add some users into the user manager, those specific access level only ETAP will give you to enter into. For example, let's try to see that one how it works. I'm gonna to same open the same project file to changing the user and as well as access manager. Key features and how this ETAP will allow the access level. Once we are trying to choose this ETAPs. Instead of this, first one is authentication levels add with the new user what we have created. So we can able to assign the same project file to the number of people. There's no restriction here. We can also assign the access. So this specific user previously we have been allocated access is for the checking the user authentication. So whenever we can able to assign such type of access levels, ETAP will understand based on the username and as well as authentication level called access level. So ETAP will understand whatever the elements which is already available in your one line item. Those can we have to choose based on the type of elements. For example, I'm currently I'm going to create the product device and as well as base editor called and the type of devices list which you can able to expect from this drop down list. Revision editor. Take this tab towards the left hand side or right hand side, whatever the convenient for you. Just try to verify each and every tab. The previous user fitted data which is okay or not. If it is fitted okay, and as well as we have an option here for the checking. What are the converts, what are the connectivities. Here we can able to see the previous edited username and followed by the date here. And the currently whoever is checking this the same project file based on the user name and as well as we can able to do the copy and merge. So those details we can able to see if once we are trying to open the same project file under the different access controller and different is related to the SCADA. So such type of access we can able to assign into the ETAP application by changing the access levels like admin, project manager and editor, base editor, revision editor, checking, browsing, librarian, different access levels. We can able to assign to the different users. So this part we enter into the ETAP project without any restrictions. We can able to add unlimited users and we can able to add number of access elements. And we have to assign the this is one advanced feature which we have in the ETAP to assign the project file to the number of users. So further, we can't able to see and expect such type of feature in any other POS system analysis tool in the module. This is called a POS system module in ETAP application. We have to enter into this mode tool. I'm trying to reopening the same project file cases for that to explaining about the continuous feature and the we have to able to check the cross. This is the first feature which we have, that is the user manager to create a number of users. Furtherly, I would like to explain and show you, and in case once we are taking on elements from the AC or DC element to other, specifically we can able to see a certain amount of data which is currently represented. For example, we have a circuit breaker here. So once we enter into circuit breaker, we can go for the rating page, just verify the library. As we said, we can able to see all the global manufacturers. From starting with from the ABB, Allen Bradley, Hager, Himmel, Hyundai, L&T, Merlin, Gerling. Each and every global manufacturers list, which we can able to see, followed by the models, and followed by the truck units also. In the same way, if in case if you come to the manufacturers here, At presently, this is one line diagram which have been built previously. Currently, we have been represented some parameters like in terms of ratings. If in case if you wish to represent some additional informations to the one line diagram, yes, we have a possibility we can able to use this data block editor. This we can call as a data block editor to representing the additional parameter details to your one line diagram. So once you can enable